Hi class, so welcome to our screencast video for African habitats, and this one's going to be on the Sahara Desert. So this one's going to be the first of a few different African habitats videos. I advise you to take notes as you are watching the video, and you can pause, rewind, pretty much do anything with the video if you need to slow down to take notes, or if you need to hear another concept again. You are more than welcome to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so introduction. Africa has two large regions of very little rainfall and minimal plant life. So the one we're going to talk about today is the Sahara Desert, which is in the northern part of Africa. The other desert is called the Kalahari Desert, which is in the southwest part. So the Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert in the world. It is the third largest desert after Antarctica and the Arctic, which are cold deserts, which is really interesting. The geography. So right here we have an image of the Sahara Desert, and as you can see, there's a lot of sand everywhere. There's something called dunes, which are sand fields that extend all over the area. So these are just piles and mountains of sand everywhere. Another bit of geography are the oceans. So the region is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean, the Red Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea. Some permanent rivers that they have are the Nile and the Niger. And then drinking water, which, yes, Africa, they do have drinking water in the desert. There's an oasis and wadi. An oasis is water that comes from the ground. So it's groundwater and it collects into like a little type of pond. And then there's a wadi, which is rainwater that collects. Climate and vegetation. So for climate, we have the Sahara Desert has mild winters and dry, hot summers. The Sahara Desert receives less than 6 inches of rain per year, which is really crazy if you think about all the rain that we get in the winter and springtime. They receive very little. The vegetation in this region is mostly shrubs and bushes, and there are about 500 different species of plant life, which is really, really interesting because there's hardly any water or any rain. So that's really interesting to note that there are a lot of plant life here, but they are well adapted to the very little rain. And there's cacti and shrubs, and they require very little rain for that. Okay, so the animals. This is the part you probably were waiting for. So the one I want you to note that I want to talk about are camels. So camels are well adapted to the dry, harsh climates. So note their humps. Their humps are filled with fat, and this helps them store their water in there. And then something interesting that I think you would like to know, their eyelashes are very long, and it protects their eyes from the sand. So this animal is very well adapted to this climate and this weather condition. A few other animals are ostriches, gazelles, foxes, cheetahs, antelope, and vipers. And then here are just a few of the sources that I used to create this. So go ahead and you could end the video here if you need to go back to retake some notes, or if you need to rehear another concept again, you are more than welcome to. And I encourage you guys to look at images of the things that I talked about on Google. You could do your own research about it, and then just be ready tomorrow to talk about this more in detail, to have a discussion, and then we're going to do an activity in class. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good night.